Hello, my name is David Enderle Jr., and this is my producer podcast for advanced session recording on Dan Auerbach. Daniel Kine Auerbach, known better by his stage name Dan Auerbach, was born May 14, 1979 in Akron, Ohio. He's a producer and a musician, and he's also the frontman for his band, The Black Keys. Auerbach was born into a music-friendly family. His mother was a classical pianist and his father was an antique dealer with a vast collection of old records. Dan grew up listening to artists from before his time and learned to incorporate their raw, psychedelic blues rock sound into his own recordings. Auerbach initially started out as a musician. He formed a three-piece band in Akron called the Barn Burners, and they performed at local venues and clubs before Dan met his partner and drummer, Pat Carney. Pat and Dan met, they recorded a few songs together, did some shows, and then eventually they ended up dropping out of college, moving into Pat's basement, and recording and self-producing their own records for the time being. Dan did most, if not all, of the producing and recording for the Black Keys, and he eventually was able to do some producing and recording on the side after the band broke into the mainstream with their two albums, Brothers and El Camino. The successes from both these records helped open doors for Dan, which earned him the chance to creatively collaborate and produce more acts. With these opportunities, Dan eventually went on to record everyone from the garage rock band Raining Sound to the R&B legend of New Orleans, Dr. John. In 2014, the Black Keys took an extended break after Dan recorded and produced their 8th studio album, Turn Blue. 2014 was also the year of Auerbach's biggest productions to date. Productions such as Lana Del Rey's Ultraviolence, Ray LaMontagne's Supernova, and Nikki Lane's debut album All or Nothing. In 2015, Dan formed the side band The Arcs. In that same year, he helped the band produce and record their first album Yours Dreamily. And not too long after that, he teamed up with the Pretenders to record and produce their album Alone. Dan Auerbach eventually returned to his own musical career in the spring of 2017. It was announced that he would be recording and producing his second solo album, Waiting on a Song, which is following his first solo album, Keep It Hid, which came out in 2009. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my producer podcast on Dan Auerbach.